Hello everyone. This is a pre-recording for those who can't attend the live session tonight. This week we're getting to know about systems analysis and the roles of a analyst, learning about organizational style and designing specifications as well as organizational boundaries. The assignments for this week are the discussion. You are to talk about what it takes to become a system analyst, work performed by a systems analyst, system analyst positions, and those are all due by Wednesday. Then your reply, and for the initial response you need 100 words and one APA reference. Also use in-text citation. And your three replies to other learners must cover, well, all of your posts must cover at least 3 days. So for instance, if you post your initial on Wednesday, then you need to post your reply on at least 2 other days to get that requirement. Your week 1 assignment 1 is due on Sunday at 11:59, and then the week 1 assignment 2 is also due on Sunday. And then you have a quiz that you need to take by Sunday. Okay, I don't know why my system is complaining. I'm on my laptop, I guess. Why? So I wanted to go over the assignments and talk a little bit more about APA. So assignment 1 is to be 1 page of body content. Now if you go to the library and you scroll down to formatting and citation, you will see formatting your Word document for an APA and an APA tip sheet. Now these are the 2 documents which I will use to determine if you are doing your discussion and assignments in APA. So it gives you the general format. You should follow all those. Here you see that it calls for a title page, abstract, body, and references. I do not require the abstract, but you do need a title page. You need a body, which is the main part of your assignment, and then you need the references. Then there's tells you about how to do these different, set up the different things to make it APA formatted. It's really useful. And then I'm also going to submit a, I forgot to open it, so let me find it. Oh, I think it was back there. A sample paper. I'll post that in the announcements. The one thing that I wanted to let you know is that you should, use the running head, but you do not have to do the author note. Just give it a title, put your name, and you can put the due date if you want. And make sure you identify that it's for this class. So you could put IS345's 8 if you want, section 8. Then you don't have to do the abstract, so the body of your paper should start with the title, and then you start in and make sure you format it the way it's supposed to. And I'll post that that document. So basically you're to read the assignment and then describe and apply the concept of permeable organizational boundaries to help Jeff with his problem. Now basically he doesn't know what to do with his organization to move it forward and be better able to assist his clients, his customers, but still retain that corner store feeling. Like he's a little store and he doesn't want that part to change, but he does want to have more support for his operation and for his customers. So what exactly are organizational boundaries? Well, according to Breckenridge Institute, a boundary differentiates an organization from other social entities and lists some of the main boundary types as physical, like the building location or the geography, time related, work shift, time zone, something like that, social, hierarchy, disciplinary, functional, social kind of thing, language, nation, industry. So for instance, for a technology business, you'd have different language than you would have for a store such as Jeff's, so that makes a difference. Psychological and cultural, and I would also say virtual, such as the internet. That could be a part of something that goes through your boundary. Now, permeable, in the dictionary it says it allows things to pass through. The boundary can be penetrated. So you would have to determine the boundaries, discuss how they are permeable, what are they permeable to, and there's a lot that's not given in the assignment, so you kind of have to make up stuff. For instance, you know that a store, any kind of store, has customers, and they naturally would be allowed in through the physical boundary. And those kind of things. Think of a typical little store, and that's what you're going to base that on. Now for the week 1 assignment 2, you're going to have again 1 page of body content, so you need 3 pages: title page, body, and reference page. You're going to read the assignment, and you see the problem is that you have 2 very strong-willed people who want their particular project chosen, and because they are both cost quite a bit, you can't do both of them unless you change some of the specs of each. So with those things in mind, you're going to describe how you will prepare for the meeting. What do you need to know so that you can discuss these 2 projects intelligently and make recommendations? And then you want to also identify what questions and issues should be discussed. So for instance, I'm going to give you a question example. How does this solution address the key business issues? So for each project you want to answer these, answer some questions. So list 5 or 6 that need to be answered and talk about something about that question. For instance, the question that I gave you, how does this solution address key business issues? That can have a lot to do with which one is chosen. What key issues is it addressing? How much is it going to cost? Is it going to be more cost effective in the long run? Those kind of things are questions that you want to think about. And again, you're not really given a lot of specifics, so you may have to assume a few things, and that's fine. Next, you have a week 1 quiz, and I'm going to go over some things that you should review. Know about decision support systems and that they're the most personalized. Transaction processing systems. They process large amounts of data for routine transactions. A management information system, also called an MIS, is a computerized database of financial information organized and programmed in such a way that it produces regular reports on operations for every level of management in a company. Analysis and design of information systems is driven from an organizational perspective. Examples of an external entity can be a person, another department, another computer system. 5 factors that affect the functioning of an organization are size, life cycle, strategy, environment, and technology. Know the benefits of mounting or improving an application on the web. Computer-supported collaborative work might include groupware for teams via networked computers. Know what a knowledge work system is. Thing most closely associated with system control. context level data flow diagram symbols, and what does a context level data flow diagram depict? Feedback is a form of system control. Know what an open system is and some examples of open systems. Also know what an open source software is and examples of that. Primary roles of the system analyst. Systems and subsystems are interrelated and interdependent. User involvement throughout the system project is critical in the successful development of business information systems. Elements that make up the organizational system. So what are those elements? An open system allows free passage of resources, people, information, materials through its boundaries. And then I have some references here that you might find useful that I used in some part of this recording. Now, I just wanted to go over some basics of what I expect. I'm not expecting you to write a 5-page paper for each assignment. Just 1 page is sufficient. Make sure it's double spaced. And kind of think about it as if you were in the place of the person. What would you do if you had to go to a meeting and you had to discuss those projects? Or on the other hand, for assignment 2, or for assignment 1, how would you help someone who has a small store and wants to move forward a little bit but doesn't want to change himself into a big giant superstore? And that's basically what these assignments are for. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know.